In Louisville, Kentucky, they love thoroughbreds who know how to run down the stretch and get to the wire first. And certainly, they've seen plenty of them here. From Johnny Unitas to Lamar Jackson, today, the Louisville Cardinals will try to live up to that legacy. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Oklahoma State Cowboys taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Cowboys will put total weather to crank us up. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but welcome everyone to Louisville, Kentucky, and we may be in the Bluegrass State, but blue is the color to avoid if you love the homestanding Louisville Cardinals. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Oklahoma State Cowboys. taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Cowboys will get us underway with the opening kickoff. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. First down here for the offense. Give to Brown. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Here's the handoff. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll go to the ground. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Allen. Quickly complete. Bulldozes him. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
And the Cardinals are moving quickly down the field. Brown has it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, first down. Power football with the run. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
They ran it on first down, now on second. Quick handoff. Got room at the 35. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the first on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play-action game.
The Cardinals will snap it on 1st and 10. Calls his own number. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
After a good pickup on the run, it's 2nd down. Pulls his way forward. Oh, he dropped it! The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. From the gun, running back gets the give.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Leaves it with the running back. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical. And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a...
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Louisville!
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculated down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on 3rd down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup. Accurate throw, and they get paid.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. First down here for the offense. They'll toss it to the left. Hard running there. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. Louisville 7, Oklahoma State 0.
second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. At the 35, he's got room. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Fights off a defender. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, dude.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered.
Here on third down, will they go back to the running game? He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
The Cowboys will try to punch it in on first and goal. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's dragged down.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, Dave, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that.
Touchdown, Cowboys! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
He'll try to tack on one more. Splits the uprights. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. If you like old-fashioned, grinded-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse. Oh, look out! That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. Give to Brown. Still running at the 40. Open runway ahead. Touchdown Cardinals. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it. He's got the speed. He's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. San Jose State is putting on an offensive clinic. They've built a big lead, and this one is approaching blowout territory. They're up 14 over the Coyotes. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
This guy can throw it. He's going to let it go. It's complete. A huge pickup. Can anyone catch him? And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Here's the return from inside his 10. Wasn't quite able to shake loose as he steps out of bounds at the 22. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Give to the running back. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. And the Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. Give to the single back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking to pass. It's Allen. Quick completion on the out route. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the 1st down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he capped it off with a 27-yard touchdown run. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much...
Pass on the way. It's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. A first down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, Louisville! And they take it in for 6 more points. He's into his happy place, the end zone, and he's been very, very happy because he's been there regularly in the first half.
Yeah, most people are happy with several touchdowns in a season, but you just feed him and he keeps getting in the end zone, keeps piling up touchdowns. Those stats are just climbing up and up and up. Thank your offensive line. Take him out to dinner tonight.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points, and you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Feeling some heat. He's going to take off. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on 3rd down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties, they keep these 3rd downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Going deep. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a big play up top, going 63 yards to the house. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jeff. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. You get the big play, now to pay it off. 1st and 10 in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Lets it fly. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense and seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him.
21.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Spits it out to the back. Got a man. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll throw it on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. Just enough time for one final play of the half. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Pressure is all over him, and he can't get it off. Down he goes, and that'll bring us to the end of the 1st half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
21.
The Cardinals will kick it off to start the 2nd half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a score.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Makes the grab. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
You know, as a defensive guy, you use the sideline as your 12th man. You push the receiver out that direction. Look at the wide receiver. Still doing a great job of getting small and getting that foot in bounds, making the play, and catching the ball.
A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump them the football, let them make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Quarterback will keep it. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Wants to throw on 3rd. Using his feet to buy time. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that 1st down.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the 1st down. Just so hard to defend.
The run from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Cowboys want to pick up the tempo. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. He's got his man. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front, he could not protect it well enough.
The Cowboys will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Now on the move. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the 4th quarter.
Pulls it in. It's Anderson. At the 45 on his way. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Brown has it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offensive success on 3rd down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Got out of trouble and throws. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Scanning the field, it's Allen. Quickly complete. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the fourth quarter. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Pocket starts to collapse. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
You know, it doesn't matter how talented you are as a quarterback, how accurate you are, how athletic you are. If you're on your back most of the day, it's going to be very hard to win the game. That's been the case for this guy here today. He's been under pressure. He hasn't been in rhythm. He's thrown an interception. This has just not gone his way.
The timing needs to be precise on those out routes, and the quarterback just gave him too much ground to cover.
Yeah, and you got to know when to throw that. Right when he's breaking out of his break, I got to put that ball and put it on him. And you could tell the timing was a little bit off, just a little too much juice from the QB.
Another incompletion on third down.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never...
And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
And the Cowboys are marching down the field. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. They agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
This drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Fires and picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they want in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Wide out in motion. They'll give it to him again. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
Eight-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. On the run, it's Cooper. At the 35, he's loose. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
And the Cardinals will snap it on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Allen. Quickly complete. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Louisville! And the stomping has commenced. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Air Force is down, but they are not out of it. Not there in Colorado Springs, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by just 4 to New Mexico. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
As a defensive lineman, let me tell you something. This is hunting season. This is when you put your ears back and you absolutely fly to the quarterback, and you can see it. They know it's pass, and they get to him again.
And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll give it to the back. At the 35, he's open. Ball is loose. Oh, look what I found. The offense keeps it. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. The Cowboys want to move quickly. Running back searching for a hole. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. takes a hit as he fires. And they stop the fourth down pass. The defense gets off the field.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
Motion from the offense. Looks as if he's going to run it. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody open downfield, and he just decided to take off.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Well, this is kind of weird. They're not even going to try to run a play. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. Trying to pick up a first down. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. On the move from inside his own 20. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if you just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You've got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Got his man quickly. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun. He's going up top here late in the game. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes along.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.